Earth's crammed with heaven, and every common bush of fire with God. But only he who sees takes off his shoes. The rest sit round it and pluck blackberries. Have you ever paused for a moment, just one breath in your busy day, and noticed the sunlight pouring through the leaves? Or the quiet hum of life around you in the most ordinary place? There's something miraculous hidden in the mundane, something deeply divine we often miss. Elizabeth Barrett Browning, a brilliant Victorian poet, captured this truth beautifully in just a few lines. Earth's crammed with heaven, and every common bush of fire with God. This line has touched hearts across generations, not because it's poetic, but because it's deeply human. Today, in this video, we'll dive deep into this quote, uncover the profound meaning behind it, and walk away with a powerful, motivational reminder that life is sacred even in its simplest, quietest corners. Let's explore how this small verse can inspire us to see the world and ourselves in a whole new light. Let's begin by breaking down the quote itself. It comes from Elizabeth Barrett Browning's long poem Aurora Lee, a narrative piece about a woman's journey toward purpose, identity, and spiritual awakening. These lines are deeply metaphorical, and they speak volumes. Earth's crammed with heaven, and every common bush of fire with God. But only he who sees takes off his shoes. The rest sit round it and pluck blackberries. At first glance, she's saying that the world is overflowing with the divine. Every inch of earth is infused with a sense of the sacred. Heaven is not a distant place in the sky, but something embedded in the fabric of life all around us. She refers to every common bush being afire with God. This alludes to the biblical story of Moses and the burning bush, a bush that burned with divine fire, yet was not consumed. It was a moment of divine revelation. Browning suggests that such revelations are not rare, they're everywhere. Every bush could be a burning bush. Every moment could be a sacred one. But here's the catch, only he who sees takes off his shoes, only the one who recognizes the holiness of the moment responds with awe and reverence. The rest? They miss the miracle. They just pick berries, distracted, unaware, occupied with their own appetites. Now, let's talk about what this means for us, right here, today. This quote is a powerful call to awareness, to presence, and to spiritual perception. In our modern world, we're constantly distracted by screens, by stress, by survival. We're often rushing through life, always looking ahead or behind, rarely stopping to look around. We chase after big moments, dramatic signs, loud miracles, when in reality, the quietest, smallest things are overflowing with divine energy. You don't need to be on a mountaintop or in a temple to experience wonder. You just need to see differently. The common bush could be a tree in your backyard. It could be your morning cup of tea, a conversation with a loved one, a stranger's smile, a child's laughter, your own breath. These are sacred encounters, but only if we recognize them as such. And what does it mean to take off your shoes? It means to humble yourself, to become still, to respect the moment. Just as Moses removed his sandals in front of the burning bush, we too must approach the divine in our lives with reverence. Not with arrogance or indifference, but with open hearts. But most people miss it. They just pick blackberries, they get caught in the routine. They consume, they use, they move on. They don't pause. They don't see. And here lies the motivational truth, your life is already full of wonder. You don't need to wait for your circumstances to change to find meaning. You just need to wake up to what's already around you. The miracle isn't coming, it's here. Right now. So how do we apply this idea in our lives? First, practice mindful presence. Take 5 minutes a day, just 5, and sit in silence. Pay attention. Look around. Feel the breath in your lungs. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Listen. Observe. You'll be amazed by how alive everything becomes when you truly see it. Second, cultivate gratitude. Every time you notice something small, a flower blooming, a stranger holding the door, a breeze on your face, say thank you. These are common bushes of fire with God. The more you thank life for these moments, the more you'll see them. Third, slow down. You don't have to quit your job or go live in a forest. But you can walk a little slower. Eat without distractions. Listen when someone talks. Be where you are. Because where you are is holy. Fourth, keep your heart open. Inspiration doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it whispers. The person sitting next to you could be an angel in disguise. The hardship you're facing might be a blessing in transformation. The tears you cry could be watering seeds of your future joy. But you won't see any of it unless you look with spiritual eyes. And finally, honor what you see. Don't just consume beauty, respond to it. If a moment feels sacred, stop. Take off your metaphorical shoes. Be still. Write. Pray. Paint. Breathe. Let that moment change you. Because the real message here is this: life becomes extraordinary when you recognize the sacred in the ordinary. Elizabeth Barrett Browning's poem is more than just beautiful words. It's an invitation, a challenge, a wake-up call. The world is already filled with heaven. You just need to learn how to see it. You are surrounded by miracles every single day. Not the flashy kind that make headlines, but the quiet ones that touch your soul when you're paying attention. You're walking through a world of fire with God, but you'll miss it if you're only looking for blackberries. So today, choose to see. Choose to take off your shoes, to step into reverence. To live from a place of wonder, of gratitude, of divine awareness. And when you do, your entire life begins to shift. Suddenly, problems become lessons. Delays become invitations to pause. Ordinary people become messengers. Every corner of your life becomes illuminated with meaning. And this isn't just poetry, it's power. Because the more you live this way, the more light you carry. And the more light you carry, the more you change the world, not by force, but by presence. You become the burning bush. You become the miracle others need to see. So don't wait for heaven to arrive. Earth is already crammed with it. Open your eyes. Open your heart. Take off your shoes. And walk with wonder. If this message lit a spark in your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more soul-stirring content every week. Let's keep discovering the extraordinary in the ordinary, together.